Hey guys, this is Chad with Blackwater Diving Company. So, up in my shop today, getting ready to go out on the coast next week to do some diving. And for the people who dives with me anytime I'm getting ready for a trip, my check off or whatever you want to call it starts, a good week before we go. And a lot of people say, well, why do you do that? And I tell them, well, I want to be prepared for anything that I may come in contact with. So today was a good thing. So I figured I would go through some of the stuff, or one of the big things that I found today. So I dive a Apex XTX 50 regs, real robust set of regs. I've got about 4 sets of those. One set I put anywhere from 150 to 250 dives on a year doing the commercial end of the diving we do. But then I've got one set that's basically just my recreational set. And over the last couple years, I've done more commercial side diving than I've been able to do personal diving. So before the naysayers start, Apex does have you do rebuilds bi-yearly. The set of regs I'm going to show you are not due for rebuild yet. But so what happened was I got everything set up, turned my regulators on, and I had a free flowing on my Octo. So I said, okay, well, I've got some debris or anything. I cleaned it up and turned it back on. Same issue again. So I was like, what's the deal? These set of regs maybe have 50 dives on them. And so I could put the Octo in my mouth and block the air, and then the air would come out of my primary. So something that I encourage anybody who dives is a pressure gauge that you can hook into your line that goes to your BC. It shows your intermediate pressure. So without going into a long drawn out thing, when tank has 3,000 psi in it, it goes through the regulator body, it drops it down to depending on the specs of your regulator, somewhere between 135 and 150 psi, that allows you to breathe easily. Well, with this gauge here, I'm able to hook it right in, and I can see what my intermediate is. So gauges are on. Sorry, I'm doing this with my cell phone, so it may not be the best, but you can see it's at maybe 145. Well, as I breathe, if I can get you set up here. As I breathe, I know, it's like being on a roller coaster. Hold on. All right. As I breathe, the cracking pressure should come down just a little bit and then recover and come up and lock up at 145. So what I had the issue with, and I'm going to switch these regs and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're switched to the other set of regs here. And when I cut air on, you could hear air coming out of the primary. I don't know if you can quite hear it through the video. So when I hook my intermediate pressure gauge up, it's at 270, something like that. Way too much. So basically what happens is when these regulators are built to go to default, so when they go to default, it allows you to, it would just free flow. So would this hurt me when I went out on a dive trip? Probably not, but it definitely would have ruined a dive trip. Okay, So just a few things to think about. Take your time, find a intermediate pressure gauge. It's a good thing to check your equipment. I check my equipment a lot. This is life support equipment. It's not life-saving, so it's always a good thing to check. So just wanted to get on here. You know, a lot of times you think that us that do kind of like dive professional stuff and everything, that we never have issues, and we do. So, but the one thing that most of us try to do is catch the problem before it happens. All right, so that's just a little quick video. Hope everybody has a good rest of their Sunday, and dive safe and dive often. Thank you.